Greatness happened?
Greatness.
Really?
You got a chance to witness greatness at its highest order. Skip, what word do I want to use? Was this the crescendo? Was this the zenith? The apex? The denouement?
That's a good word. I like that word. That's a good Hollywood word.
You one game away. Blow up. We're playing for something, man. We're playing for something. This gotta mean something to you. It gotta mean something. Everything you got. Everything you got. Let's finish this.
Do it, fellas.
Let's go.
Let's do it, fellas.
Finish 2 3. 1 2 3.
Finish.
Hey, I got some wise words for that Cincinnati mayor. Know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni. You gotta fight for your right to party!
You ready to make history? Come on now. Yeah. You know, there's these 2 words. And when I say them, people get goosebumps cause they know what happens next. So without further ado,
Free smoke.
look, scared cause I'm drowning in silence with bad thoughts. These days I don't have nothing to say, man, the bag talks. I put in headphones on my driver. Pull up to the spot and give a good dick and Godiva. I can't lie, I'm uninspired. No more pillow talking about nonsense. I only stick around to put some band-aids on my conscience. I don't know why I feel so bad, nigga. That's what we do, no foundation. We don't build no more, we just screw. Half a bottle of Henny, girl, I'm going with the wind. The same niggas say they happy for me, ain't want me to win. So I'm done on my friends. Don't need help popping Coronas and reminiscing. I just call up Big Bro J and say it's time for venting. If I live forever, I hold this hate for some centuries. You don't know how much or how you doing what it meant to me, but motherfuck all that. I don't even offer up the time to make the call back. Stupid Lodo, if they don't get the picture now, man, I crop them out of the photo. I can't relate to my peers. Been doing this shit for years. I'm motivated by fears. I took the wheel and I steer. My sound not dictated by fuck boys in Atlanta. Stay gifted like this album was ghost written by Santa Bars forever, like they decided to throw me under Slammer. Every song's a hit like they picture me underhanders. I could drop 1,000,000 songs, but they never gon' understand us. Soapbox sermons for niggas never giving chances. Fight our whole lives to get these weak ass advances. Work twice as hard for the shit that they getting handed. And this ain't even nothing we chose, nigga, we branded. Still can't tell why all of these niggas mad at me. I'm trying to get 100 so I can put my team on salary. Give it all to the art, man, I turn my life to a gallery. Man, damn, what a fucked up masterpiece. 1,100 shots and I swear, man, I felt them all. If we ain't even good on our block, man, who can we call? Pre-decline state of mind, we broke crabs in the barrel. Got us fighting our folk, man, this shit just a life of peril.
Ask Schefter would I text him when he somehow got my number and texted me. You know, I didn't respond to Diana Rossini, I think her name is.
Yes,
Like,
Diana.
you got my
Great
number
work.
as well. But like, I would say the same thing that I told Shefty. Lose my number.
Ooh.
Nice try.
This is a Damian Lillard video, but we is going to talk about Aaron Rodgers to start off because he just said that he is going to the Jets. But listen, welcome to the show. I hope everybody's having a dope day. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. So on the Pat McAfee show today, Aaron Rodgers has confirmed that his intention since Friday has been to play for the Jets. You should go watch the video. I'm not going to lie. It's a long video. He said a lot of good stuff in it. He basically knew he wasn't returning because he knew the Packers was ready to move on. Their intentions was made very clear to him throughout the season. He went into the darkness retreat thinking that 90% of him was going to retire. It do kind of feel like after listening to him talk, though, the fact that him understanding that the Packers no longer wanted him kind of reignited his competitive spirit. And so now he do want to compete with the New York Jets. And it's a great team. It is a great team. He is walking into a situation, in my opinion, that could be just as good as the New England. Tom Brady to the Bucs situation. When Tom Brady was leaving New England in that last year, I said the team he going to is the Bucs. Is too much talent on that team for him not to go to the Bucs. Going to Miami at the time wouldn't have made sense. Miami didn't have a receiving core that the Bucs had. They just had Mike Evans and Godwin coming off of a 1,000-yard season apiece. It was very clear all they needed was Tom Brady. And I thought that's where he was going to go. And he went there. I thought in the offseason it was going to be between the Jets and the Raiders. I said it make more sense for him to end up with the Jets because that's the better all-around team. But if he wanted to go play with, because I still I still view Aaron as a top-notch quarterback, and I think he can rise all tides. I understand what he did last year, but I just think because he didn't have Devontae, that's why that looked the way it looked. But nonetheless, he is headed to New York to play with the New York Jets. After listening to Aaron talk, I don't think he wanted to go to New York. I truly believe this could end up being a 1-year thing, hopefully 2. But I don't think Aaron wanted to leave Green Bay. I think it's Matt. And some people are going to constantly go at Aaron Rodgers for this because the media is going to constantly tell you it's Aaron, it's Aaron, it's Aaron. I'm defending Aaron, bro, because for what he has done for the Green Bay Packers, bro, you cannot make an argument that he has always been put in a great position to win. But you hold it against him that he only done got to 1 Super Bowl. Never mind that he won it. You hold it against him that he only been to 1. But I can look at those Packer teams and show you multiple instances of where management allowed outside of other things not on Aaron Rodgers or the players fuck up chances for them to be Super Bowl contenders. Aaron Rodgers, we talk about how he done had that last 2 years where he won back-to-back MVPs and how he got 4 of them. Aaron Rodgers' career, since he got into his prime, has been filthy. And he done given his team a chance every single year to be a Super Bowl team. I hate that some people hold so much against players for not winning, but never against the organization. The Baltimore Ravens have gotten, like, fans to be saying Lamar don't deserve what he asking for when he done far more with that team than any other quarterback not named Patrick Mahomes could have possibly done with that Ravens team, considering Baltimore done spent less than any team in football since getting Lamar on the offensive side of the ball. How is Baltimore helping Lamar? But you hold it against Lamar when he missed games because of the load he got to carry. You hold it against Lamar that he not putting up these prolific stats, just stats, because he put up the winning numbers. But you mad he not putting up 4,000 yards, passing yards a year like Joe Burrow and Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen. But he don't got none of those type of talented weapons on his team like those dudes have or had in their careers when talking about Pat Mahomes. I mean, Kirk Cousins done been littered with studs throughout his career on the offensive side of the ball. But you don't go at Baltimore for not getting Lamar weapons. The great media go at Lamar, say he come up short and things of that nature. And then you come over here and go at Aaron Rodgers. But whose decision was it to move Clay Matthews, who was a prolific pass rusher, to the inside middle linebacker position? That wasn't Aaron Rodgers' decision. Whose decision was it to not re-sign Jordy Nelson or Greg Jennings? Or when you let those dudes go, whose decision was it not to go out and get top tier talent to replace those dudes while Devontae progressed? But hell, when you had Devontae, whose problem is it that you allowed this Aaron Rodgers drama to take over, if you want to call it that, and not give Devontae, show him that you still wanted him on the team at the time? That's Aaron's fault? All these things is Aaron. Whose problem is it that this defense at one point in time was giving up damn near 30 plus points a game and letting the 49ers run for about 500 yards, it felt like, every year in the playoffs on them? That's on Aaron Rodgers. Whose problem is it when Aaron Rodgers played a game he played against the Seahawks and the defense and the offense and the special teams still make mistakes to lose that game? But that's on Aaron Rodgers. Like, if we really want to get down to the nitty gritty, y'all really, the way y'all do players, Aaron Rodgers' job was to come in here into Green Bay every year and be exactly what he had been every year. Because that's giving your team a chance to be successful. How come all these other people don't get held to these standards y'all hold quarterbacks to? Quarterbacks might have the most important job. But it's wild to me that a quarterback as legendary as Aaron Rodgers, with the stats that he put up in his career, We now can jump on his stats and be, oh, well, his stats don't really matter. It was just, what? Go look at the tape. This man gave the Packers a chance to win every year. Did he play less than at times? Recently, yes. But during his prime, he was all world. And if it's unbelievable to me that a quarterback got to be perfect every time he step out on the field. But everybody else can just do whatever the fuck they want to whenever the fuck they want to. And never be held to that same standard. You see, the reason you hold quarterbacks to the same standard is because of the media. It's why I hate the media. The sports media is garbage. The eye test ain't the problem. It's the biasness in the media. Lamar Jackson is a damn great quarterback. It's the media who refused to watch him and get off of their preconceived biases they had. Aaron Rodgers has done nothing wrong in this situation. You want to be cared about. You want to be loved, especially when you know how much you do for somebody. Aaron Rodgers done a lot for the Green Bay Packers. So for people to be mad at him because he wanted to be shown respect, he wanted them to start respecting other players, is insane to me. I said it. The Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson situations are so similar in a lot of ways because the media can keep yelling how great of an organization those two teams are. But the fact of the matter is the Ravens let C.J. Mosley walk. They let Terrell Suggs walk. They let Ed Reed walk. They let Judon walk. They let Zadarius Smith walk. And now they're going to fuck Torrey Smith walk. And now they're going to end up letting Lamar Jackson walk. But these are great organizations, you tell me. All players that they needed, all world players who did their job to the best of their abilities. And because the organization chooses to decide they're not worth the money they asking for, fans get to trash those players on the way out. Talk about all the things they couldn't do. But could you imagine what Green Bay would be without Aaron Rodgers over these last couple years? Could you imagine what the Ravens would be without Lamar Jackson? You've seen what the defense is without those pass rushers over the last couple years. You see how long it took them to replace the middle linebacking position. But I don't see nobody holding it against the Ravens how bad they actually have drafted when you look at the number of misses they've had in the draft the last couple years compared to the teams that continue to hit. Especially when you consider the dudes that they take and the dudes that get taken after them. But that's Lamar's fault. Much like all the other shortcomings of Green Bay is Aaron's fault. That's wild to me. So shout out to Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he wanted to play for New York. I truly believe his heart and soul and his mind all wanted to retire a Green Bay Packer. How could it not? He done given his greatest years of his career to the Green Bay Packers and that fan. And I truly believe Aaron Rodgers loved the Green Bay fan base. Listening to him talk, he sounded very sincere in his love and appreciation for Green Bay. I don't think he ever thought he was going to not retire a Green Bay Packer. But when a team make it very clear that they no longer want you, and you sit back and think to yourself all the things that you have done for this organization. Yeah, I might not want to live in New York. I might not want to really play for New York. I might want to retire a Green Bay Packer. But you know what? Fuck that. I'm playing. And I want to beat you motherfuckers. I want to be great and show you I'm going to show you how great I am. Let's fucking go, Aaron. I'm going to show you how great I am. Let's go, Aaron. That's the words of Muhammad Ali if you don't know. I'm getting pumped, bro. Aaron going to ball out in New York. I see it. And I look at Aaron as a good dude. The dudes that he telling Green Bay to go sign, he making sure motherfuckers get paid. And that's one of his whole things for the last couple years with Green Bay, treating players right. And look, he put his mouth and his actions where his mouth at. Fuck with you, Aaron. That's my guy. He gonna show you how great he is. Let's go, Aaron. Okay, so next, let's talk about Dame Lillard for a quick little minute. So I saw the Dame Lillard. I saw his quote where he was talking about, he don't really like the way the NBA is headed and yada yada yada. And if you go listen to the quote, or just listen to the whole show, you don't really gotta listen to the whole show, but listen to that whole segment. I mean, Dame Lillard done said this same type of statement before, basically, that, you know, he don't like that people define your career by championships and things of that nature. And I understand everything Dame Lillard said, and I even looked at Shannon talking. I think Shannon was way off base, but I understand his perspective of where he thinking. But I don't agree with Dame Lillard at all. I actually got a little bit irritated because I actually get irritated the more and more I listen to Dame Lillard say this shit. Because to me, it's just a losing ass mentality, and I'm not calling Dame a loser. Dame is a phenomenal player. I don't think he's a superstar. I only think it's like 3 superstars in the NBA right now. That's Steph, LeBron, and KD. But and Giannis, so it's 4. But I'm not dissing Dame, but I'm also not a fan of him continuously. Now, listen, Dame is on Twitter a lot and social media. So listen, obviously he see a lot of these bozo fans who don't know what they talking about. Some people's career is up to championships. However, everybody who's a real NBA fan, who really watch these games, who really is a fan of the sport, not just of a player, who's fans of the sport, like they watch the players, they watch the greats, they respect them all. Those motherfuckers is not basing people's careers to just titles. However, you play the game for a title. So Dame continuously trying to preach this, you know, titles shouldn't define your career. They shouldn't define the entirety of a player's career, no. But players who have championships, who led teams, like, bro, we're not idiots, bro. We're not talking. You're not comparing to Dame Lillard when he retired, obviously, to Robert Horry. You're not saying Robert Horry better than Dame Lillard. That's not what we doing. Real fans is not stupid. We're not saying Dame Lillard wasn't better than certain players who was on championship teams. Obviously, you taking Dame Lillard over a Derek Fisher. Hell, I'd take Dame Lillard over Tony Parker. Nobody's saying that. Those fans who say that, who Dame is listening, those are the type of fans Dame listening to. Those is not fans those are fanatics. Those are bozos. Those are the same dudes who be telling players that they make too much and that they need to stop complaining. Cause if you don't listen to them when they talking about your bread, why would you listen to them when they talking about your legacy? When clearly they don't know what they talking about. So you can't have it both ways if you Dame. But on top of that, like I said, you don't compare Dame to like dudes who won championships who we know Dame better than. But 2, I cannot understand for the life of me how in an NBA that's done move to, you need to have another great player on your team to have a chance of winning. Dame refused to go be on another, to go join somebody, even though people have shown him they are not coming to Portland. Melo, when he had options, wouldn't come to Portland. He only ended up in Portland because that was the last option. No superstar in their prime is coming to Portland, and clearly no superstar getting traded to Portland. So how is that on anybody else? Because another thing Dame trying to do, what it feel like he doing, is diminishing chips and trying to hold it against other players who join and play on super teams. Because you can't, Dame not turning down Steph, KD, LeBron, and none of them dudes coming to Portland. Dame want to be the architect. He want to say, I was already here. He don't want to be hated by the fans. See, Dame can't have it all these different type of ways. Dame want to be looked at as a great player who won championships, did it the right way. But what is the right way if everybody in the league is joining forces? If every team in the league damn near is stacked, but your team is one of the few where it's only a one-man show, whose fault is that, bro? When you could have left, you and Bradley Beal cannot talk to me about these championships when y'all keep deciding to stay. You can't look at the landscape of the NBA and continue to say, oh, I hated the people joining forces. Bro, that's just how it is, bro. And if you want to keep taking the hard way, what do we call it? You don't want to avoid the grind. Cool. Don't avoid it. Stay in Portland and keep fucking losing. I saw an interview where Dame was like, yo, they better hope I don't win one in Portland. They better pray I don't win one in Portland. Bro, you not winning one in Portland. Like, nobody is worried that Dame Lillard, what's that for? Ooh, shiver me timbers, I'm checking in my boots. That's what people is when they saw that video, bro. Nobody is fearing that you gonna win. And I hate that I'm doing it because it sounds like I'm going at Dame. But I just hate this mentality where you can continue to try to shade people who join forces or championships. Like, we not stupid, bro. We not comparing you to bums. But why, if you fit, and I really think one of the problems is he probably got a lot of people in his mentions calling him Steph Curry's son and things of that nature. But you can't be mad that if that's the standards you want to be held to as a Steph Curry because you feel like your skill set demand it. Your accolades don't. And you can say, oh, well, Steph Curry, look at the teams he had. Bro, it's on you that you haven't done things with the top teams that you had because Dame hasn't always played with bad teams. And it's on you that you won't leave and go somewhere else when you see all these things that won't happen for you in Portland. How that on other people? Because if you're going to hold it against Steph or LeBron or KD or all these superstars who won with other superstars, well, you holding it against everybody then, because everybody in the history of NBA usually got two superstars on the team. That's just how it go. That's just how it goes. For Dame to believe himself to be some otherworldly athlete who can do it by himself is insane to me. And then want all the accolades of the dude. Like, no, that's not how it worked. And then I don't like that avoid the grind shit. It was funny, but I never liked it. Because how is it avoiding the grind when you and another super, the expectations is higher. Dame been able to avoid expectations because nobody expect him to win in Portland because he won't go to a team where it's expectation there. So the same way he try to flip this, people could flip it and be like, bro, you scared of expectation because you won't leave Portland. Tom Brady left New England. Aaron Rodgers about to leave Green Bay. Bron done been everywhere. Clearly you ain't Steph Curry, my guy. And that's not me hating. I'm not saying you're not Steph Curry, the player. I'm saying you're not Steph Curry, the player, the leader, or none of that. Because or Isaiah Thomas or Magic Johnson, because those players was lucky enough to play their whole careers and win it with one team. Clearly that's not going to be you. So who is it on that he won't go chase a championship? It's role players in the NBA chasing championships all the time. You think KD give a damn what y'all saying about him? You think LeBron give a damn what y'all saying about him? Steph Curry, I'm sure he loved playing for Golden State, but let Golden State get to a point where they have absolutely no chance to win and he know he still got a championship in him. He gonna leave. Because champions desire. Even Kobe tried to get traded from LA at one point in time. God rest his motherfucking soul. But I'm not a fan of this shit Dame be talking about, bro. And nobody gonna push back on him as far as like JJ Redick. Obviously, JJ not gonna push back on him. But to be considered, and nobody taking away nothing from Charles Barkley, bro. Nobody is saying average dudes is better than Charles Barkley. But it's some great players who you might have put Barkley over, but because they so close in skill and what they did, it's that championship that put them over. Because you play the game for chips. Jordan ain't Jordan without them chips. No great players who they are without the rings. And listen, every great player can't win it. That's the difference between being great and being legendary, bro. That's why rings matter. Everybody can hop into that Hall of Fame if you great eventually. Everybody can't win a ring. Everybody can't win that Stanley Cup. Everybody can't win. I don't know why the fuck I said that Stanley Cup second. A World Series or a Super Bowl. A WWE championship. Like, these things are different. A UFC title. These things are different. So, you know, a pennant. You know, what is take pennant away. I didn't mean to say that. What is they winning in volleyball? Not volleyball, tennis. What did they win in tennis? I don't know what Serena be winning in tennis, but the championship Serena win. These things is what set those people apart, those athletes apart from the Dame Lillards. Nobody taking nothing away from Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard is a hell of a player. But Steph Curry, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas. Now, I would take Dame Lillard over Isaiah Thomas as a personal preference, but I'm not ranking him above Isaiah Thomas all time. That's disingenuous to see what Isaiah had to go through and what he put in to get those chips. That matters. Chips matter, especially when you the superstar. So this bullshit they ain't be doing. No, bro, I don't agree with that shit at all. I don't agree with that shit at all. Because ain't nobody out there comparing Dame Lillard to Sasha Vujacic. You know what I'm saying? Or Derek Fisher. But we also not comparing you to Steph Curry, bro. Because you can't be held in that standard if you ain't completed the type, haven't done the things that Steph Curry, the LeBrons, and I'm trying to keep it in the point guards, but I'm just talking about the superstar counterparts that he want to be looked at as, I imagine. But it's just no way. And everybody who try to hop on his case or who try to hop on his side would try to diminish other people's legacies. That's even worse, bro. That's just ugly, bro. I'm dead ass. And I like Dame. I really do. But I'm just so sick and fucking tired of that. But with that being said, I appreciate you for joining me on another episode of Kicking It with Saint. Tell somebody you fuck with them. Tell somebody you love them. You can be anything in the world. Choose to be kind to somebody. Aaron Rodgers, I'ma show you how great I am. Let's get it, A-Rod.
I got the moves like hot sauce. Lil' mama taking the top off. I'm laying down getting topped off. After this, she know she getting knocked off. I know she loving the money, so I keep on thumbing and thumbing. She say she horny when she taking shots, so I keep them coming and coming. Now I'm putting dick in her tummy. Scoop her up like I'm raking her something. You would think shawty red track, the way that she running and running. You getting dumber and dumber. You out here chasing the bone. After she finished from giving me dome, the Uber is taking her home. Tight.